The snow melted overnight, or maybe it decided to relocate. Either way, by morning the streets were clear. Too clear. Not a footprint, not a sound. Just that crisp, post-apocalypse kind of silence that smells faintly like mint and déjà vu. Everyone acted normal. They shoveled driveways that didn't need shovelling. They checked their weather apps that only said. They tuned their TVs to the annual New Year's Eve broadcast, because that's what people do when the world feels off. They celebrate endings. Somewhere under the melting drifts, the spirals in the ice kept pulsing, faint as heartbeats. The juice boxes were gone. The sky was practicing its smile. And at the centre of Times Square, the ball waited, cracked, humming, almost alive. The snow had ended the year. The ball was ready to begin the next one. This is the ball drop. December the 31st. The ball didn't raise this year. It hatched. At first no one noticed. The Times Square crowds were thick with anticipation and novelty hats, but those close to the scaffolding saw the glass orb crack slightly around 11:42 p.m. and something slithered inside, backlit by a million LED promises. A teenager live-streamed it. The app added party filters, balloons, confetti and digital horns over a shape that flickered between scales, eyes and mouths that mouthed almost. The mayor tried to give a speech. Microphone shorted out. She just shrugged and mouthed, "It's tradition." Her shadow pointed at a different direction than her body. At 11:59:50, the ball began to swell. Not fall, swell. The announcer counted down anyway, voice trembling. 10. The orb split open like an overripe fruit. Light spilled out, not bright, but aware. It washed over the crowds. Phones exploded in people's pockets. Someone cheered, and then turned inside out very politely.
7.
Everyone was still counting, but the mouths weren't moving.
4.
The light made people recognise things. One woman remembered 3 previous lives, all ending at midnight. A man dropped to his knees and screamed, "I'm Donna! I'm Donna!" though no one had asked.
2.
Time flickered. Those watching at home saw family members glitch into different versions of themselves, looping past holiday arguments they hadn't had. The ball, or what remained of it, whispered, 0. And then it dropped. Not down, but into every person watching, into the reflective parts of their eyes, into the names they'd almost been given. In silence, the crowd clapped, every hand in perfect sync, one mind, or many, now stitched. The confetti fell upwards, and somewhere a juice box was slurping itself. When the light finally faded, no one remembered the countdown, only the after-image. A kind of shimmering in the air, like the world had blinked and forgotten to open its eyes again. Phones rebooted to new lock screens, calendars reset to January the 1st, but the clocks, they refused to agree on when. Across the city, people stumbled home in perfect unison, humming songs that didn't exist. The streets pulsed like veins. The confetti melted into static. Somewhere, a juice box exhaled. The year didn't turn. It folded. And when the fold smoothed out again, you were there. Somewhere warm. Somewhere wrong. It's morning now. You wake up. Or you think you do. Stay tuned for the final story in the 9 Days of Cthulhu, and you wake up. If you've been counting down with us, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below. It helps the algorithm remember you, because after tonight, someone will need to.